All right, everyone. Good morning and welcome in. My name is Alexis Miller. I'm one of the yoga instructors here in Yoga for Caregivers. So, this is our weekly stretch session where we focus on getting into our bodies, stretching ourselves out, getting us ready for the rest of our day and the rest of our week. So, as we move through practice today, let's keep in mind our boundaries and notice where are you ready to extend into postures? Where do you need to modify and come down to the mat? Or perhaps find a center posture. Also, keep in mind I don't often cue water, so if and when you feel thirsty, of course, please feel free to step off your mat, grab that drink, and then join us whenever you feel ready. So, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and come into a comfortable position, whether your legs are crossed or they're straight out in front of you. You can be up on a prop like a block or a bolster, or just down on your mat. It's really whatever you prefer. We're going to wiggle back and forth and root into our sits bones, and then we'll sit up nice and tall here. Go ahead. Inhale as we bring the shoulders forward and up, and then exhale as we drop them back and down. Nice work. Inhale as it comes forward and up. Exhale as they come back and down. Nice. Bring your hands into a comfortable position, whether on your knees, palms up or down, or in your lap. You're welcome to close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you, or just find an unmoving point and soften your gaze here today. This year, inspiration for our classes is drawn from the Native American medicine wheel based on Sun Bear's vision. The medicine wheel teaches us about movement and change and offers us insight that will help us learn and grow. The deer is a fitting symbol for this time of year. The deer represents acute listening and following one's intuition. Now is a time for really diving deep into better understanding yourself and what you need to get there. By acutely listening to yourself, you can discover the balance you need to strike in order to live your life in its fullest expression. As you move through practice, see if you can allow yourself to tune into your intuition. Do you need to push into limits today? Or do you need to pull back and modify? What does your intuition tell you? So, settling in, taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling your belly, lungs, and chest with air, and then slowly exhaling the breath back out. Take a deep inhale, fill the belly, lungs, and chest with air. And then slowly exhale that breath back out. Take another deep inhale as you feel that torso expand and fill full of air. And then exhale as you feel the shoulders release down and away from your ears. Inhale as you feel your belly fill full and round out. And then exhale as you feel your belly button squeeze in toward your navel. Good. Breathing slowly and deeply like this, inhaling and exhaling with intention, noticing the movement of the breath here. And if your mind wanders off, if it gets distracted by thoughts, noises, physical sensations, just remember it happens to all of us. So the moment you've noticed you've gone away, see if you can come back to the breath. Just come back to focusing on your inhales and your exhales. If it makes sense for you, perhaps using an intent or a mantra here to help you stay grounded and focused on your breath. Inhale, I listen to. Exhale, my intuition. Inhale, I listen to. Exhale, my intuition. Remaining here with your breath in whatever way best supports you for just a few more moments here today. Take another deep inhale here. Set an intention or a purpose for your practice today, which really can be anything at all, but it often answers the question, why did I get on my mat? Take another deep inhale here. Feel that intention with your heart and mind, and then set that intention off to the side, knowing we'll return to it toward the end of our practice. Lovely. We're going to go ahead and come down off of our prop here. You may want to keep it nearby. You may want it here in a few moments, but finding that comfortable seat, adjusting as you need. And then inhale, sweep your arms wide, bring them up overhead, cast your gaze skyward. Exhale, twist over to the left, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the body, curve your head around into a seated twist. Inhale as you come back into center, arms tall. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind your body. Curve your head around, seated twist. Inhale as you come back into center. Exhale, twisting over to the left, staying rooted through your sits bones here. Inhale, returning to center. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Long spine, shoulders down. Inhale, return to center, arms tall. Exhale, twisting over to the left, curving that nose around. Good. Inhale, back into center, arms tall. Exhale, twisting over to the right, curving that nose around. Good. And then inhale, come back into center. Exhale, drop those hands down into a comfortable position here. So again, reroot through the sits bones, long spine. We're going to take our ear and drop it over to the left shoulder. We're going to pause here as we feel that stretch to the right side of the neck. So nice deep inhale here. Exhale that breath out. And then inhale, rotate the head back, lifting through the chin, bringing that right ear over to the right shoulder. And then pausing here. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Good. Inhale as we rotate down the chin down to the chest and then back over to the left. And then inhale as we follow ourselves all the way back, head back here, lifting through the chin, feeling that pull through the throat into the top of the chest here, shoulders down. Take a nice deep breath. Good. Inhale, rotate that head to the right, and then go ahead and find your way down. Chin tuck to chest here. Long spine, drop the shoulders down. Feel the pull through the back of the neck here into the lower part of the head. Deep breath. Good. And then inhale, let's go ahead, rotate left ear to left shoulder, this time going all the way around for a full circle. And when you find yourself coming forward and down, exhaling that breath out. Good. One more full circle. Inhaling back and up, lifting through the chin. Exhale, forward and down, chin to chest. Pausing at the left ear here, and then go ahead and rotate in that opposite direction. So bringing that right ear to the right shoulder, pausing here for a moment, taking a nice deep breath. Inhale, rotate that head all the way back, lift through the neck. Good. And then bring that left ear to the left shoulder. Breathe here. Good. Inhale. Chin comes down to the chest. And then we're going to inhale all the way back, lifting through the torso, lifting through the chin, pausing here, head lifted, deep breath. And then inhale, rotating to the left, rotate that chin down toward the chest, long spine, deep breath here. Good. One more roll around. No stop in the movement here. Inhaling as you roll the head back and up. And then exhale as you roll the chin forward and down. Coming back to that right shoulder and ear, and then inhale into neutral. Really nice work here. Let's go ahead and come onto our hands and knees. So we're going to bring the hands beneath the shoulders, our knees beneath our hips, and then the tops of the feet are going to come onto the floor. Let's go ahead. Inhale, sink our bellies, lift our head and our hips coming into our cow. And then exhale, lift the back, sink the head and the hips coming into cat. Inhaling into cow, sink the belly, look up toward the sky here. Exhale into cat, press the mat away, feel your shoulder blades separate. Inhale into cow, feel that decompression, the low spine, shoulders squeezing together. Exhale into a high cat, feel the shoulder blades separate and feel the pelvis and chest move toward one another. One more round each side, nice deep inhale into a cow. Nice deep exhale as we press the mat away. And then inhale, we come back into center. Nice work. Plant into your left hand and then inhale. Sweep tall with that right arm toward the sky. Before exhale, thread the needle. Lower the right shoulder to the floor. Side of the head comes to the mat. So you have a couple options here. You can stay here. This left hand can extend to the top of the mat. You can extend your left leg to the back of the mat, spiking your heel away from the body. My block is blocking it, haha, a little bit, but press into that ball of the foot and spike the heel away. Final option is to lift that left leg, trying to get it in line with the hip here. So you're kind of one big long diagonal line. This is a work for that leg, but it's also a balance posture here. So notice where you are, finding that position and breathing. Nice work. Inhale, go ahead, drop hand and knee back to neutral. Press into that left hand. Inhale, sweep tall with that right arm, reach it toward the sky. And then exhale, sweep that arm down and back, forward and up on the inhale. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Last time, exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, come back into neutral. Nice job. Coming onto that opposite side, go ahead, ground into that right hand this time. And then inhale, sweep tall with that left arm. Before exhale, thread the needle, lower that left shoulder down to the floor, side of the head comes down to the mat. So again, you have some options. You can remain right here. You can extend that right arm to the top of the mat. This time my block is blocking it on the side. Good. You can extend your right foot to the back of the mat. Ball of the foot on the floor, spiking that heel away from the body. You can lift that right leg, getting it in line with your body, with your hip here, creating that nice diagonal line, balance posture, and work for that right leg. But it is an option. It's not a requirement. Notice what's right for your body. And let's take a couple deep breaths here together. Inhale, let's go ahead, return knee and hand to center. Press into that right hand. Inhale, sweep the left arm tall, reach toward the sky. Exhale that arm back and down. Inhale, bring it forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Last time, exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, let's return to neutral. Nice work. I'm going to angle so you can see me a little bit better here. So hands are beneath the shoulders, knees are beneath the hips. Pluck up that right heel and then extend your foot straight out behind you, ball of the foot on the mat, and then press into your hand, spike the heel away from the body. Engage the core so you don't have a cow back here, but instead a nice flat back. Pressing into the hands, keeping those elbows slightly soft. And then notice the tendency of that right hip to float up and see if you can square it with the mat here. So we keep that stretch in the calf nice and honest. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here together. Nice work. We inhale, come onto that knee and those hands. Lift your right leg straight up behind you, flex a foot. Now you can stay here and work on that core and balance. Option is to bend the knee, foot stick straight up in the air at that 90-degree angle, core and balance. You're welcome to stay here or shift your weight into your right hand. Inhale, sweep your left arm around to grab foot or ankle. Press them into one another as you lift the leg and the arm up. Nice shoulder, heart center opener here. Nice balance posture, nice work in that right quad. Wherever you are, let's take a couple deep breaths here together. Inhale. Exhale, release with control, coming back into neutral here. Nice work. So coming on to that opposite side. Good. Now, extend your left leg straight out behind you. Ball of the foot is on the mat. Press into those hands as you spike that heel away. Notice the tendency to create a cow back. Engage the core here. Tuck the pelvis slightly. Look down toward the floor. Spike that heel away, and then notice if your left hip is floating up. If it is, let's close it down toward the floor so we're getting the full experience of that stretch in the calf. Take a couple deep breaths, keeping those elbows slightly soft. Nice work. We inhale, come onto our right knee, lift that left leg up off the mat. You can stay here and work on balance and core. That's totally fine. You can bend that knee, foot six straight up in the air. Again, you can stay here. Option, weight shifts into the left hand. Sweep your right arm around, grab foot or ankle. Press them into one another here. Finding that balance, feeling the pull through the shoulder and the arm, heart center on the right side, and quad on the left. Let's breathe. Inhale. Exhale, releasing with control, coming back down into center here. And then we're going to just pop right back into a child's pose. Little release on our back and our shoulders here. Forehead comes down to the floor, arms extend. Knees can be tucked in or you can have them out wide. Just take a couple deep breaths here. Nice work. Inhale, come on up onto your hands and knees, and then actually lower right down onto your belly. We're going to bring the elbows beneath the shoulders, and then we're going to plant the forearms onto the mat. Press into the mat as we lift the torso coming into Sphinx. So our shoulders are shrugged down away from the ears. We're drawing our elbows in toward our spine here. Gaze and chest is forward and proud. Now notice maybe you want to tip the chin up toward the sky. Feel that pull through the throat into the top of the chest. Maybe you want to tip the chin down toward the chest. Feel that pull through the back of the neck and the top of the back. Wherever you are, releasing the glutes, tops of your feet are on the floor here, really feeling into that decompression in your low back. Inhale. Exhale, we come down to the mat and we're actually going to roll onto our backside. So you can stay where you are and simply roll around here. If you have a bun on the back of your head like I do, now is probably a good moment to release it, or a ponytail, anything that might obscure the back of your head. Now we're going to extend our legs long, flex the feet. And my darn block getting in the way here. So flex the feet here, legs are zipped up. And we're going to bring our shoulder or elbows beneath our shoulders. So we're getting ready for fish pose. This is a pretty deep back bend. Now you're welcome to stay right here. If you're feeling this in the shoulders, that's totally fine. Now, if you'd like, inhale, press into the mat and lift the chest. And as you lift the chest, look up toward the sky. You can stay here. Option, you can continue to tip the head back, looking back behind you. You can stay here. If it feels better, you can grab a block and place that block beneath your head. Now, final option is to start sliding your arms gently forward as you lower the crown of your head to the mat here. So we're staying nice and extended through the legs here, lifting through the torso, and then our weight is on the crown of our head. We're looking directly back behind us. Elbows are now at a bit of an angle. Let's take a couple deep breaths here together, being very sensitive of our neck. And if you need to come out of this posture, please feel free to do so as soon as you'd like. Inhale, exhale. All right, being very careful as we come out of this posture. Press into the elbows and the forearms, lifting up slightly and then tucking the chin and looking up before pressing yourself on up. Nice work here. We're then going to come right down onto the back, tuck the knees into the chest, give ourselves a little squeeze, a little release for our low back. Maybe rock from side to side, a little roly-poly action here. You know it feels good for you, so feel free to take that movement, that modification. Good. And then coming back into neutral, drop the soles of the feet down to the floor. Extend your legs long and zip up your legs, point the toes. Heels are on the floor. Extend your arms up overhead. Good. My blocks are not in the way today. So extend the arms up overhead. Now walk your feet, your heels over to the right corner of your mat, leaving your glutes where they are. And then walk your arms over to the right top corner of your mat, leaving your torso where it is. So if you're looking down at yourself from above, you look like a banana. You're in a curved position. This is a really nice reclined side body stretch. It feels so good in the morning. It's a great way to cool down at the end of the night or after a workout. If you'd like, use that right hand and gently pull on that left hand over to the right to deepen that stretch. Let's just take a couple deep breaths here together. Nice work. Inhale, go ahead and move those arms back into center. Exhale, move those legs back into center. On the next inhale, heels come over to the left side of the mat. And then arms come over to that left side of the mat. So again, now you're a banana on the opposite side. You can stay here. You can use that left hand to gently pull that right arm over to the left. It's going to deepen that stretch on the right side. Ooh, and just feeling into this great, great posture. So nice because it's also on the back, so it's super relaxing. Couple breaths here. Good. And then inhale, arms come back into center. Good. Legs come back into center on the exhale. One more little release for the knees. So tuck those knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze here. Maybe curl your forehead to your knees, bringing that curve all the way up into the spine. Good. And then exhale, let's come back into neutral. Drop the soles of the feet down to the floor, head rest down, getting ready for final relaxation. So you know the drill. If you've been with me, you can hang out here. You can come into recline down angle. You can come into fallen tree or traditional final relaxation. Those arms find that comfortable spot for you. You can also lay on your side or on your belly if that's more comfortable, or even just come straight up into a seated position, treating this final part of practice as a seated meditation. Notice what's right for you. There is no wrong answer. It's your practice, so I invite you to make it so. And as you settle in, begin to tune into the breath, noticing how fast or slow it has become, how deep or shallow. Noticing the quality of each breath on your inhales and the quality of each breath on your exhales. Feeling into the gentle rise and fall of your belly, gentle rise and fall of your chest. And just noticing that air as it moves through your body. If the mind gets distracted, it wanders off, it already heads off to whatever is happening outside of this space, off of your mat. Simply draw the attention back to the breath, back to focusing on the inhales and exhales. If it's helpful, coming back to the mantra we used at the beginning of practice. Inhale, I listen to. Exhale, my intuition. Inhale, I listen to. Exhale, my intuition. Remaining right here with the breath in whatever way best supports you. I'm going to get quiet for this final part of practice so you can have it to yourself. Please know that I am watching the time. I respect yours, and I will let you out of this posture before the end of practice. So lean back, let go, and really rest into this intuition of what do you need in this moment? Then mantra, focusing on the breath, or simply resting with being. Sometimes the mind takes initiative, and sometimes you have to allow the body to take initiative. Bringing your awareness back to this space, taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling your belly, lungs, and chest with air, before slowly exhaling that breath back out. Taking another deep inhale as you begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your arms and legs, gently waking your body up. And when it feels right for you, rolling onto one side, pausing there with an arm or a hand beneath your head. It's here that I invite you to bring back to mind your intention or your purpose that you set at the beginning of your practice that answered the question, why did I get on my mat? Take a nice deep inhale here. Make your way on up into your seated position as we close out practice together today. So find your comfortable seat, root into your sits bones, sit up nice and tall. Inhale as you draw your shoulders forward and up, and then exhale as you drop them back and down. Hands come into a comfortable position whether on your knees, palms up or down, in your lap or at heart center. Closing the eyes if you'd like. We take a moment to express gratitude for yet another lovely day here on earth and for our bodies that allow us to do so many things, including yoga. Thank you all for allowing me to guide you through this practice today. It was a joy and an honor, and I hope to be able to do so again in the future. The light in me, it sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here for your weekly stretch session with Yoga for Caregivers. Again, my name is Alexis Miller. I'm here every Wednesday at 9 a.m., so mark your calendars and set your alarms. I'd love to see you again. Yoga for Caregivers is on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram, so make sure to follow, like, and share. to keep up with everything that we are doing and to get more practices out of volunteers like me. So thank you once again for joining me, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you next time. Bye.